Welcome, one and all, to Jan's Views Drama Friday. We've got a slightly different beginning this week, because why not? Yeah, I'm actually on camera. There's a reason I'm on camera for this section, and this is the reason. Anyway, before we go on, I hope you're all well. I hope you've all had a super duper week. And we're on Friday, and there's so much going on. I bought my drink. There's my drink. It's mango juice, and because that's how I roll, guys. Don't take any notice of what people say. This is how I roll. Before we go on quickly, we're going to say hi to Capone. Hi, Capone. It'd be nice if you could make a live, but I do understand if you have to work. We all have to do that, don't we? We've also got a pretty lady in here. Hello, pretty lady. How are you? I hope you're well. And we've got Moosey. Hi, Moosey. Right, okay. So I'm going to start. Listen. We have so much drama, but I think I've organised it. There. Can you see? That's my organised book. All right. That shows that I'm organised. I think my son bought me that from Prague. Yeah. Prague, City of Music. Just so that you know I don't BS. Anyway, so what we're going to do, we are here. I'm so excited, guys. Oh my God. But first, because very few of you saw what I did earlier on in the week, I'm just going to play this little something because I tell you what, it had me in stitches. Okay, so let's go. Here we go. Look how good I am. Do you know what I mean? I just, like, yeah, I excel.
Welcome to Jan's Views, a place where I share my views and listen to yours. Whether you are here for my artwork, live streams, shorts, or just for the giggles, please be assured I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you will enjoy your time here on my channel. I would be eternally grateful if you would give a like to the video, consider subscribing and, dare I ask, even become a member. So without further ado, let's do this.
I love that. Hope you do too. Okay, so I did this in the week. Nobody watched it. So I thought, I'm going to play some of it now. See who can recognise this gorgeous looking woman here. She's a rocking elder, guys. I need it. She hasn't got much rock going on. Bless her. She tries. So anyway, this is her live stream. She hadn't live streamed for some time. And didn't realise that the microphone was off. For 7 minutes. 7 minutes! Here she goes. Look, she's still talking. She doesn't realise. And I'm actually older than she is. It's like, come on, girlie. Sort yourself out. What's wrong with you? You're in, Edna.
Hello?
Hello, my darling. You're in.
Hi, I'm sounds of you.
Right, no talking, Edna. Right, because somebody really special is going to walk in that room. Someone very, very special. Here we go. Just like, oh, darling! Darling! Here he comes. Here he comes. Yeah, look, it's like that, yeah, like, press that. Yeah. Yeah, and that, yeah. Why that's working? Yeah. I think we're done, love. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So she's back talking again. Hi, everybody. Yeah. Still doesn't realise. How long have you realised? No one's here. Move again. Coming out of my mouth. Right, but she's still going to go on. She's still going to go on. It's important. What she's saying is so important, guys. Okay, here he comes again. Yeah, well, right, this time I'm going to put my tongue out. I'm going to get my tongue out to see if that helps. Yeah. All right. Got some faces. Yeah. Yeah. Got a few faces. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Are you coming? Are you doing it, love? Yeah, don't worry, love. It'll be done in a minute. Oh, okay, we're back. I'll have this under here. Yeah, I'll have a look. Right, okay. Oh my God, what is that? What is that underneath? Oh! Darling, hey, love. I'm gonna get it working. Watch. Right. Hang on, Edna. You know, people are gonna think that we're idiots.
Check, check. There we go.
There we are.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Can you hear me now?
oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, love.
I don't know what's going on. There we go.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Can
love,
you
I
hear
love
me?
you. I love you. Give me a kiss. Oh, mwah. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. Oh, you're such a savior.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I thought that was hilarious. Where are you, Edna? Edna!
I'm
Edna!
right. I'm right here. Hello, everyone. First, I have to
Um,
start by apologizing. Jan, I am so very sorry. I've been back to work and it just zapped all my energy. And before I knew it, I slept right through my alarm. So I apologize for not making it. Although your title, the Without Edna, was hilarious.
I thought that might make you laugh. I thought that'll make Edna laugh.
Yeah, that was so funny. I was like, that's my Jan. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, that was me. Listen, it's only internet. Anyway, listen, we can't waffle for too long because I'm telling you, girlie, we have got so much to get through tonight. It's
I
insane.
know. And I
So,
do have to say, I placed the order for food delivery and it's been delayed. I don't know what's going on, but I might have to jump out for like 5 minutes or so to pick that up. But who knows what's going on with that?
no worries, no worries. So
Okay.
I see, let's go over to the chat. We've got beer in. Uh, just having a funny half hour beer. And of course we've got Capone, we've got Bridge who's helping out somebody. Who are you helping out? Somebody I did say.
Move.
Yeah, we've got Moosey, we've got Dawn. Hi, everybody. Guys, we've got so much. I really want to get on with it because it's just so much. And I don't really know where to start. Edna,
Yeah.
have you any idea where to start?
I
Silly.
mean, the Monty panel was epic. That was kind of like that was that was the biggest thing this week, I think.
Yeah, it was for so many different reasons. So let me
Yeah.
sort myself out and get myself back into there. Where am I? I've gone into mini player. No idea why. Right, let's sort this out. Um, I think that's probably quite a good place to start. But you know me, I don't want to give that more on a view. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use our sauce, the sauce that we always use, and that's it. That's our bridge. Okay.
Oh yes, Bridget did a lovely recap or what do you call it, commentary on it as well.
Yeah, she always does a great one. Now there's so many things. We're gonna be a bit all over the place, guys, but there's nothing
What else
new.
is new, right?
Nothing new. It doesn't matter how hard I try, I still manage to be all over the place. But let's do this. You were cussing a lot, but do you know what? Everybody seems to cuss over here, so yeah, why the fuck not?
What?
Yeah, I'm fed up. Right, okay, let me see. Gia, hi Gia. How are you, sweetness? I hope you're well. Right, I've written it down. I've written it all down, but I haven't put what I was going to go over first. So, because there's so much to go over, let
Yeah,
me
it's a lot.
see. Okay, right. I think now I need to sort this out. Let me see, because so many people have gone over that. So I thought it would be quite nice to go over it, but in a different way. So my way is to, well, you know me, I come out of left field, a bit like you. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to look at this because this actually came up in the turn that off. This actually came up in that live, and I thought it was quite interesting. Right, let's stop.
Okay.
Let's stop there. Right. Okay. Now, right, I've got all the blooming times and everything on it. 52, 52.
I just want to say hi to Capone while they're or while they stopped in while they're working.
Yeah, please do,
Catch you
because
on the replay.
yeah, I'm doing something here. Okay. Okay. This is where we're going to start on this, and I'll tell you for why. This individual was in the live, giving it large, and I thought, you know what, maybe I need to look up this person and find out just what goes on with her. And guess what I found? I found this, which is something that Yo Mama also brought up, and it was when Miami was in a club. I think it's called a swing club, where all
Hmm.
they, you know, is a bit sordid and everything. Now, when Yo Mama brought it up, of course, Monty wasn't going to allow him to talk about it, but yeah, I think you'll find that if I just play the bits of this now and then we'll get on to the Monty, I think that's probably the best thing to do. I don't know. So,
Okay.
right, let's start. So, she's at this club, all right? She knows that she's not allowed to film in there, okay? But just like Hussey, she thinks rules don't apply to her, okay? So, let's go.
There, okay. I had to go in the bathroom. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to film because obviously there are people here. So, and they face, and this is an area of discretion. The wheel, does it go upside down? You know what? I don't know if I've ever really seen anybody on there. It may, I don't know. That's a good question. But anyway, it was very even. My hair got shrunk up.
What I have to say here is this really suitable for YouTube? I don't think it's suitable for YouTube. She's in
That's a
this
good
club.
question.
Yeah, she's in this swing club, which is basically like, you know, people having sex in this club. And I think she said there were men and women in there. It doesn't matter. It's a sex club. And whether you're gay, straight, whatever, you do not film in those type of clubs, okay? Now,
Hmm.
I'm heterosexual, but if I went to a gay club with one of my gay friends, I wouldn't film. One, because it's other people, especially in that environment. You know, there's
Right.
going to be people there that don't want Joe Public to know that they're there.
It's a safe space. Yeah.
It should be a safe space. And in those places, they have bouncers who will, you know, will be looking out for people who are filming when they shouldn't be filming.
I don't think everybody considers that though, Jan, because I know nowadays I feel like a lot of people just kind of assume that cameras are a given.
No,
Like
no,
if you're out in,
absolutely not.
I
Absolutely
hear
not.
you, but I think being out in public, people kind of just think, oh, like I'm consenting to being filmed. Unfortunately, I think that's how a lot of people see it. So she might think, going into a swing club, as long as I'm not, what's the word, violating anyone's privacy, that it's okay. That it's not that filming in and of itself isn't distasteful.
But Edna, we're talking about a sex club. We're not talking about an ordinary nightclub. We're talking about a
No, I
sex club.
know. But I know. I hear you. I'm just saying, hey, chef. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, I hear you, Gia. Listen, I'm not frequenting the sex club, so I'm not worried about it either way.
Yeah. See, yeah.
Hi,
No,
Jen.
we're definitely going to disagree with this. Definitely,
Yeah.
because I feel that you need to be aware. It doesn't matter if it's 2023. I went clubbing many years ago and nobody was filming in the club, and it wasn't a sex club or anything like that. It was just a club.
Right.
Okay. Now, you just know. I mean, we can't even film over here. You can't even film in a shopping mall because,
Really?
yeah. Hi, chef.
Hey, Miss Jen. Long time no see, boo. How you been doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's what you call it? What's where I was looking for? Free hairstyle Friday. As you can see, I'm wearing a different style. You know, I'm trying
Very
to
nice.
you
Very nice.
Yes, you we're watching
Oh,
this video of
Yeah.
Miami who filmed in a swing club.
so
Yeah.
okay, so with that being said, I do think that's pushing the lines. That should not be done because people have a right to privacy when it comes to that kind of stuff. Some people are lawyers, doctors, and it could hurt or harm their profession by people putting this out. Now, some people really don't think about that when they start to film, but I believe anywhere you go, like you should be cautious of what you film. Now it is like new age and there's cameras everywhere. So when you're out, you kind of be mindful you're filmed anyway. Just be mindful of that. But try to film as little people as possible. But never in a club or a bar. I feel like those are the two places that because people are not fully there. They're usually inebriated or drinking. So
That's a very good point. That's a place where people go to relax, to not be on. That they should be able to do that without cameras, without like the threat or the concern of being filmed.
right.
You're right.
Okay, let's move on because I don't want to stay too long on this. I just wanted to show at the beginning that she's obviously aware that she's not meant to film, but she's really cocky about it, and she thinks, sod it, I don't care. I don't care about other people's privacy.
Anyway,
Right.
I'm just here hanging out because I was bored at home. I was tired of being, at home and shit. Hey, Summer, baby. I want to move around the club with you guys, but I got to be discreet, because I don't want to show people, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be live filming in here. Obviously I'm not going to show people's faces, but I'm in a little private bathroom right now. Well, one of them. This is not.
That's another thing, okay? She was not only filming, not only filming a video, she was doing it live. She was doing it live.
Bridget said, so you never taken pics at a bar. I've taken pictures at a bar. Like when I say like be cautious, I mean like filming wise. Pictures are fine, but even with pictures, you still try not to get people in your pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
But
remember when I was in school, taking pictures with a drink in your hand was a no-no. People didn't do that and post that.
No. So let's move over to the next bit. Okay, I don't want to dwell on it too far because this is just like a prelude to the other videos that I want to go over. Okay.
Because I'm so high. Oh, this is the okay, now there's nobody down here I can show you.
But I want you to note that she says she's so high. Okay, each their own. But just remember that for what happens at the end of the video. Okay.
That's the seating area. Yeah, it's open.
So here's she's showing everybody.
No, I'm recording myself.
What I'm seeing is this. So that tells me you're recording. I need you to record.
Okay, so now the bouncers come up to her and told her she shouldn't be filming. and now she's going to be lying. Okay,
I mean,
this is her lying.
but so
Back it up and delete.
Sorry, Chef.
no, you're fine. So I get like, so I want to play devil's advocate for just a second. So I do get what she's trying to do, and the fact that she is inebriated. Okay, I'm sure she's had a couple drinks and she's high. No, so I get what she's trying to do. She probably meant well, as far as like she meant to just show how the club is. But
Yeah, just to
when we're
give her
inebriated,
experience of it.
we're not thinking, hey, this is a swingers club with people's privacy. People deserve privacy. So like, I do get that, but like when he walked up and said all this, it should have been cut. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
That's all
exactly. And I think this is where she's very similar to Hussey, because the same thing has happened with Hussey.
Yeah, sure
where,
did. Yeah.
You know, he's been told he shouldn't be filming, and then he gives it the old crap, and then said, "No, no, I'm not. I'm filming myself. I'm filming myself." Who goes into a club and films themselves?
Well,
I don't understand that.
Hold on, Jen. There are people on apps who go live from like a bar or club, but they'll go live like at the bar with the camera pointed directly at them, and they'll be sitting a certain way to where you can't see any person else. I have seen that before, and I think that is fine. That's okay for you to film yourself as long as you're in like a slot where can't nobody walk behind you and be filmed or be put out there. I think that's fine. But when you're filming the bar itself and filming where people can walk past you, I think that right there is a blatantly a disrespectful move right there, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I mean, you could just tell by her attitude, high or not, you know, there was no way she was not going to put this on YouTube, which is disgusting. As Yo Mama says, why not delete the video when she got sober? And she does address this in the video and sort of says jokingly, "Oh, I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm not going to get rid of it." So Amber says, if people's privates are out and you're filming and uploading it publicly, you don't mean well, exactly, or you don't have a sense enough to have a camera. Exactly. There's no excuse for that.
Fingers
Right,
crossed.
Oh, I can't back it up. It's like it's just me. You know me, right?
So here she lied. I can't back it up because it's my business. What business?
I understand that, but you can't have it on. And if that's not, now you've turned it to, but it wasn't. It was facing a place.
No, it
and you were trying to film down that way. You know it. You can't do it though, because you don't know when someone's there. And people don't like seeing hours.
I know, but
you were video.
I was videoing myself. As you can see, it's on my face. And then I was showing the producer went down. I haven't shown
video.
I understand.
Period.
I understand.
She says she hasn't shown anybody, but she did. If you look the way I'm going along here, you can see that she shows people here. She shows people there. She shows the bartender. And if someone was to be looking for somebody in there, I'm sure they could recognize somebody in there. She shows it on multiple occasions.
Well, and not to mention, she also showed the bouncer too. She clearly showed him.
Yes, she does. I want to get back to that. Make sure I don't lose it. Right, where was it? I've written it all down. Of course, I'm going to cock it all in. Cock it all up. Hang on. I think we were sort of up to about there, weren't we? Oh no, this is when she's outside now. Let's see if we can find that bouncer bit. There he is, I think. Right, hang on.
I see hours.
I know, but
you were video.
I was videoing myself. As you can see, it's on my face. And then I was showing the producer went down. I haven't shown video. I understand.
Period.
I understand. Okay.
I will let Brent know that you've been recording and let him decide what he's going to do about it. Because now it says you can't video.
I understand. I'm about to leave right now. I was going to leave. You can't record. Okay, I understand. Okay, I've been told I can't record, period, so I'm about to leave anyway. And I probably won't be back, so it's fine. I figured he was gonna come over here, so.
Maybe you shouldn't
Wait,
keep
But
filming
I'm gonna
then.
leave anyway.
can
It's
you
fine.
pause it for a second, Jan?
I would never show anybody. Y'all know that.
You
But
showed
I
him
understand they
though.
have their rules. I'm not deleting it, by the way. So hold on, we're going outside.
See, I'm not deleting it anyway,
No.
she said.
Yeah.
And there's a bit here, I'm not going to show it, but there is a bit here where she actually catches the bouncer's face. So she's also doxed him, if you like. She's shown the bouncer. Maybe he doesn't tell people where he works. Anyway, further on in the video, we've got right, where are we? She's done something in here that I was absolutely astonished by. This is something that I teach my girls, or I taught my girls and my boys. When you're in a club, you never put your drink down. So what does this fool do? She puts her drink down and then she can't find it. So what she does is she picks up somebody else's drink and says, oh, well, maybe, what's the chances?
We finna go back in a minute. I just wanted to come out here and smoke. And also talk to y'all because I wasn't sure what you could hear with the music and, you know. Drew's with me. My battery's holding, okay. Good.
But why?
Here, but I'm trying to be discreet, you know. Okay.
Right, we get all this sordid talk.
I would never show anybody. Y'all know that. But I understand they have their rules. I'm not deleting it, by the way. So hold on, we're going outside.
Maybe we should call her like Huss's sister or something. No,
Well, Jen,
Edna speaks when she feels like it.
Well, Jen, can we bring up the fact that she said that she knew he was going to walk over there? That leads me to believe she knew from the beginning she shouldn't be recording in there.
Yeah.
He didn't need to walk over and tell her. If she knew and he was going to walk over there, she knew she shouldn't be recording. Now, I do think her judgment is impaired. But my question to everybody, do you give people a pass when they're inebriated if they do something like this and they're like, or do you think that as an adult you should be able to know your limits and stuff?
What I think her. Sorry, go ahead, Jan.
No, go on, Edna. Time you spoke, darling.
I was just gonna say, I think she should have stand behind her decision to say, I want to give my insight, my perspective of going to a swing club as discreetly as whatever as I can. You know, maybe instead of doing it live where there's less, you know, ability to blur or to, you know, be able to really be discreet, do a video or something like that to where she can edit it and really ensure that nobody's gonna be shown that if the bouncer were to say something that, you know, like she could talk to them and be like, "Hey," like there's a way to go about doing it. And I think kind of sneaking about and alive wasn't the right way. Like maybe if she talked to the club to say like, "Hey, I want to come and get my experience of coming to your club. Can I film it for YouTube?" They might let her like maybe did a tour of it when it was closed or you know like there might have been a way around it to where it wouldn't have been a situation to where she had to be discreet or that she had to, you know, be like essentially asked not to film.
You know what? Also, I agree with that, but also, why? How can you give somebody your experience? How can you give them an experience in a swingers club? You would have to be able to show them who you're talking to, what's going on. So, what's the point of even the? I don't fault her for it, but I'm just confused of what's the point of being in that swingers club and
I
being
mean,
online
I
like
get
that.
it because there's
I
people
don't.
who are interested and maybe this is all somebody wants is to kind of get like to be a fly on the wall and to see what's going on. Like maybe
But
some people
to
aren't
see what?
into That's what
To
I'm
see
saying. Maybe
what?
they're not into the full thing. Maybe they're just into being a fly on the wall. I don't know.
But no, a fly on the wall can see what's going on in the club. You can't even see what's going on in the club, or you're not supposed to be allowed to see what's going on in the club.
Well,
So
yeah,
what
this is
experience?
YouTube. We can't be graphic, but you can get
Yeah, so what's
somewhat
the
of an
point?
experience.
I feel all this was like
I
for
got zero experience.
fallacious reasons, and I personally, I mean, I wouldn't want to watch it, but I know that there are groups of people that may want to watch it, but to just blatantly lie and go against the rules in this instance, I think puts her in a very poor light, especially when she
Right.
acts the way she did later on Monty's chat. Okay, this is what we're linking to. Now, before
Okay.
we go, what I want to do is show you how she is when she leaves the club. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, like big guy.
Yeah, he said I can't come back. He kicked me out.
Fuck him, you
So.
can come back. You don't do some shit.
I mean,
Okay, it's some sort of club when she goes out and she meets a bouncer. Okay, listen to this bouncer. And this is where I think she not only puts other people in jeopardy of negativity, she's also put this guy who she does show, you do see his face on here, in a bad light, because the way he slags off this club, I think is very, very bad.
You're welcome to come back.
you know I got enough damn sense not to record
They not ready for
somebody.
you. They don't know how you
face.
are. You are motherfuckers like one of these motherfuckers over here just like keep it real, do what you want when you feel like doing.
You see what y'all here keeping it real.
And they don't know about you. That's why.
Look how high she is.
I even put no faces in my title. Look what she say. I don't know if you want your face to be in. I'll cover the camera. Look how she say. Look how she. You don't care. Okay. Look how she say. Your title says no faces, and there are no faces. I put no faces in the fucking title. Like there ain't gonna be no sex. Ain't gonna be no faces.
You know how things are running around here. Obviously, you know that you know what's up. So it's like if the camera's out or whatever, it ain't to be screaming on nobody. It ain't no offense to kick a motherfucker out. Like you, like, hey, you just tell her, hey, put the camera down or whatever. Or just, ain't no reason to kick him off. That motherfucker on some shit.
He did though. He did try.
Y'all saw it. Like y'all saw it here live.
Yeah, we
she all right. She can come back. That's some bullshit.
Okay, thank you. Well, he's not the owner, so
you ain't gonna. Can't come back.
I won't stream again in here.
You can just in the go to the private room or whatever, or just not around him. When I'm up here, do it.
Yeah.
Right, so he's even saying, well, yeah, you can stream if I'm at work, you know, you can do it, and blah, blah, blah. I tell you what, this is like, honestly, I'd be interested to know if this guy, this bouncer here, this Mr. Cocky, how he would feel if he saw this exchange that he had with her. Where he's encouraging her to go back in another day, not when that other dude's working. He also drops the guy's name and he tells what his name is. So, I mean, all I can say is this woman surrounds herself with idiots. Absolute idiots.
Well, let me say this. If you're gonna do something like this, okay, because when I do my dirt, I'm not gonna lie, I do it right. Okay, you should have went in with a hidden camera on your shirt. Okay, nobody see it, and film what you want to film, and got home and cropped and edited and took out what you want to get on, what you want to show.
That's the only way
you'll get it. That's the only way you'll get experience. That's the only way you get experience. That's the only way. Other than that, you're not gonna get experience. Of what?
Sorry, boo. I think that just goes to show that she wasn't trying to be sneaky, really. That she was going in with the. But no, if this guy worked there and she's proven right now that he told her that it was okay, she's not really wrong because she got the okay from somebody that worked there.
He also said she should go to a private room too. He also told her that.
Yeah.
She's out there in the open.
Edna, at the very beginning, she said, "I don't think I'm allowed to film."
Oh
That's
yeah,
right,
no,
at the very beginning,
right.
So
No,
she
I don't
did
think
know.
she's right. But I think no, I'm not saying that it excuses it, but I think it's not like she just went on her own accord. Like she's with an employee, it makes more sense that she thought that she could get away with it.
You
Okay.
guys familiar with the male saunas or it's called bathhouse? Are you guys familiar with that?
No, but
Me
yeah,
too.
you would never film
No,
in like a
never,
bathhouse,
never.
right? Yeah.
I would never walk a camera in there. Never, never, ever.
Okay,
Period.
let's move on because I really don't want to spend too much time on this. So this is her when she gets back to the car, okay?
There we go. Okay, so that was my experience tonight. I am not deleting this. This will be staying up. Thank you very much. And I really do encourage y'all, if y'all want to come out here to check it out. It's a cool spot. Guess what I still use? The club. That's right. You ain't stealing my shit. Flashback to 1990. So, and I also have one that locks on the pedal to the wheel. But anyway, let me see what my battery is on. 50%, doing well. Oh, it sits right there perfectly.
Now look how high.
Thank y'all for being here with me. And I still don't know if this is my damn Powerade or not, but that's okay.
Oh, I think I'm gonna Powerade.
I mean, really?
That's dumb. I'm sorry, y'all. That's dumb.
Isn't she 40? Everybody seems to be 40, but isn't she 40?
Wait, what'd you say?
She's 40. Her age.
Oh, your age ain't nothing. Age ain't nothing but a number these days. You got people that's 60 years old and act like they 12. So, I mean, I'm just putting it out there.
Okay, let's move on. I just want to hear this.
I'm gonna smoke real quick while I sit here before I go home. Yes, I drive high, but I'm a safe driver. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me like that.
Let's do that again.
Oh, it sits right there perfectly.
Oh, man.
Thank y'all for being here with me. And I still don't know if this is my damn Powerade or not, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna smoke real quick while I sit here before I go home. Yes, I drive high, but I'm a safe driver. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me like that.
Everybody says that.
Okay.
I don't. I wouldn't.
Okay, so she's a safe driver because it doesn't affect her like that.
You know, here's the thing. You know what? We've all done some kind of drinking and driving or some kind of smoking and driving. But okay, I'm not pushing it as advertising to people. Like, oh, I'm doing this. No. You guys will never know. If I had to get in the car and drive myself home, I wouldn't advertise it to you. I wouldn't tell you guys because I know it's not right. It's not cute, and you shouldn't do it at all. Period. Regardless whether it's smoking, whether it doesn't matter because anything can happen. Your reflexes, your judgments are impaired. Oh, you're looking fabulous, boo.
You are, Jen. You look great.
Hello.
You're a whole new woman, period.
Hello. Anyway, carry on. I just can't believe how, what's the word? I don't know. I'm actually speechless. I'm speechless.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in. It really is.
Yeah. I just cannot believe how irresponsible. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Right. The other thing. Okay, so we've got that fresh in our minds now. Okay. So now we're going to this bit. This one where she is on the panel.
Amber.
She
said, I'm
has.
not shocked that she gets along so well with Monty.
Do you know what? It's quite interesting, isn't it, Amber?
No, I know, because I get along with Monty, though. I get along with Monty.
Yeah, well, I haven't done a deep dive into you yet, have I?
Go dive into me.
That's to come. That's to come. Okay, let's stop this here because he always has to have adverts. So where have I put this twat? Okay. All right. So I think we're gonna skip the ads. We've still got another ad. He does like his ads, doesn't he? Does like his ads. All right. So here we want go here. This is when, dear Monty, such a charming individual, really does show his true colours. And then we're going to move on to something else. Let's share the screen. Share it. Okay. So here we have when Monty.
I love the picture. I love the picture.
Right. When Yo Mama comes on, listen to the way that Monty
Show
spoke
their
to him.
boys like, yo, look at my girl, man. She's doing the most. I can't wait to get my turn.
Like, how are you this dumb?
How are you this dumb?
Yo, there's just certain days I just wish Jumbo, Willie Rot, Eggy Toast was here. Do we got Jumbo, Willie Rot, or Eggy Toast in the house? Because, man, what?
Let me tell you what he meant by that. The day before, I'd been in his chat and I'd said my few bits, and there was somebody in there called Eggy Toast who was just talking shite. I really didn't take much notice of her, but oh, where have we gone? But apparently she was coming for me, and yeah, so this is what Monty was saying. Apparently, you know, Eggy Toast beat the floor with me or something. Whatever. Wasn't interested. So anyway, that's what Monty's going on about here. Okay.
1 or 2 days ago, that was Chef Kiss. That was a proper verbal ass whooping that happened in the chat. And I was watching it while doing my thing here. It was superb. But we're going to continue.
It was great, Monty. I didn't even notice.
Veronica did, right? No dice. Sorry, Monty. She said no dice. Sorry, Monty. Look at you trying to get your free OnlyFans on.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
No. Yeah, it was good.
All right. So what's with this bullshit about me sending out links?
What are you talking about?
You said I sent out a.
Did you not? Did we not see the photo?
Link.
Did we not see the DMs? But you hit
yeah. Where does it say? Where does it say I sent out a link?
Why are you telling Buddha bitch about BBW Veronica's OnlyFans and how you get it for free? Is that her business or your business?
She already knew the business. She already knew the business.
That's a if she already knew the business, she would know that you already got BBW Veronica's free OnlyFans. Why did you have to remind her?
Facts.
Why did you remind her?
Oh,
you're using the word remind as in you're literally agreeing with me when you use the word remind because you
saying that she already knew about that you had BBW Veronica's OnlyFans for free. If she already knew that, why did you have to say that in the message?
In the message.
That doesn't make any sense, Monty. She didn't know. If we talk
all right,
BBW
you know what?
Veronica,
you know what? What we're gonna do is we're gonna replay.
No. Answer the question, Monty.
I'm gonna answer the.
Monty doesn't like answering questions, does he? And he had the nerve to say that he'd, the same as his Eggy Toast apparently had given me such a hard time. He also gave Yo Mama a spanking. That's what he said. I gave him a spanking. No, you didn't, Monty. What you did was scoot around all the questions that were asked of you. That isn't a spanking. Sorry, Chef, what were you going to say?
Like, I get what Yo Mama was saying. I really understand. He basically, and the question is not being answered. Like, I get it. Like now but why? Like how?
He didn't
Why
answer
is
the
this being brought up?
question.
Why is
I
this
think
conversation
that
need to be?
Amber chick says it. Go ahead and be
Yeah,
accountable, Monty. Everybody, you want
yeah,
everybody to do it. That's the
yeah,
thing. It's like if you was trying to get the OnlyFans link, that's what it was. You know,
yeah. It was.
like
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
like.
that's it. I mean,
But
if people ask me questions, I will answer them. Every time I've been on a
oh
panel
yeah,
and
me
somebody has
too.
asked me a question, I will answer it because I've got nothing to hide.
You know
And
what,
I will
Jen?
dispel rumors and I will give the truth and give my truth. That's all I can do. But people like Monty, he's just like Kaya. He skips around the question and then tries to make Yo Mama look stupid. And that's not fair.
Yeah,
That
because
is
your mama
very
doesn't need any help
manipulative.
in that
What it
department.
Capone said, in theory, your mama
Sorry,
is
Edna.
correct.
Sorry,
Saying
Edna.
that your mama doesn't need any help making himself look stupid. I was just playing.
I don't think he
Your mama
looks
is
stupid
correct
at
in this
all.
instance.
No, I'm
No,
just
in this
joking.
instance,
Just joking.
but not in this instance. In this instance, the person he spoke about, Veronica's OnlyFans, was
Question. I'm
already.
gonna
Okay,
answer the
the
question, but
question
we're gonna
is,
replay
so if
this
I
right
talk
now.
to, so if we talk to BBW Veronica will say that Buddha bitch knew that you had.
All right, we're gonna replay
So
this.
then he actually cuts him off. What does that remind you of?
Yeah,
Kaya.
this was the beginning of. Hold on.
That reminds me of when
Okay.
I've been in people's chats and they don't like the truth. So they
Veronica's
cut you
OnlyFans
off.
was already
Same as
already
Monty did.
excellent.
Chef, can you not hang on, I'm gonna have to silence him while he's reading. Because people don't like the truth. And these people, these manipulative people, will scoot around it. And then when you push them even further, they will boot you out. Now, I've been booted out of many a chat. It doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. Yes, Hannabella is another one. And he wouldn't have the guts to come on live. He wouldn't come on my panel.
I don't think you would.
No, he wouldn't. Because he wouldn't have the guts to. These people
I
are
don't think he
cowards.
has the. Well, he doesn't have the hug box that he has in his own chat either. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't want to give him too much because it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's like when you're used to getting a certain kind of support, you can't just go in anybody's chat because you're gonna feel out of place.
I don't care about feeling out of place. I go where I want to go. And I say
Me
what I want
too.
to say.
Mhm.
I just don't care. You know, no one's going to tell me where to go and no one's going to tell me what to say or what not to say. I know how to behave myself. And one of the things I know not to do is to film where I'm not allowed to film, Miami. So let's move on. I wanted to go on. So that's when Monty decides, yeah, okay, I can't answer him anymore. I'm just going to cut him off. Yeah, well done, Monty. Yeah, great. So then we've got Miami, who I am sick to death of seeing her in just about every stream in that side of the pond, where it's all about, oh, well, Jessica did this to me, and Jessica did that to me, and Jessica. Yes, we know what happened. Move on. I'm sure she's moved on. Just move on, woman. Right.
And
Oh,
this
here we
year's
go,
winner
another
is
advert. Sorry, guys. Monty likes adverts.
You did a two-part. You did a two-part series about how Jessica Meska broke your heart and all that other kind of stuff. Okay, that's good. And then you went on Monty's channel. Not once. You came on twice.
I'm not trying to be. Hold on.
Exactly.
She didn't break my.
That's what you said in the video, though. That's what you said in the video.
We mutually decided pretty much to part ways. The last time we spoke on February 14th that morning.
But you said in your video that your heart was broken and she broke your heart and she took your trust. That's what you said.
She definitely took my trust.
Yeah, she took your trust. She stole your idea of a couples channel with Allah. That was your idea. You created couples channels, videos, and she took your idea and she was going to run with Allah, which they hadn't did a couples channel video yet. But you claimed that they were supposedly doing a couples channel. And she was stealing your ideas, which is couples channel has been around for like the last 10 years. I don't know how you created that, but
right. So the point of that, I think I probably missed the point I wanted to get to, but never mind. The point about that was that this girl just doesn't stop talking about it. So either, I mean, I get the impression she's rather desperate for content. Okay, listen, we're always looking for content.
Not me.
But having a feud with somebody, okay, what Jessica did was wrong. But when we get down to the actual semantics of it, or semantics of it, was it really that wrong when Miami had put a porn video in a Discord, in a public Discord? And this is what Yo Mama was trying to say. But of course, we've got Monty Big Mouth here, who's going to twist everything, okay, and try and tie Yo Mama into knots. Okay, he almost succeeded, but people have got wise to Monty. So I want to see, there's a few times where I'm all over the place now. I thought I'd got it. I wanted to get the very beginning. This was the very beginning, which I thought was so rude. So rude. Okay, let's do this.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. But I will say that Yo Mama, totally off topic, nothing to do with anything, slut shamed me the other day, talking about nobody will want me because I've been with everybody. Amber Lynn don't want me.
Well, I would agree. I would agree.
Amber
Now say
Lynn.
I'm slut shaming you. I don't care. If you act like a slut, then you are a slut. Now say I slut shamed you. Disgusting.
This was extra mean for no reason. I've never been
extra mean. Extra mean. When you're walking around a sordid club, Little Miss Perfect there, and driving home high as a kite, give over. And the thing that really annoyed me was that Monty had the nerve to ask this moron whether he could have Yo Mama on his platform. Disgusting. Let me go back. Sorry, guys.
To you, I don't want him to offend you because the last time I had you on panel, we were trying to talk about something very serious.
Okay. He's yeah, I'm getting wound up. I need a drink. He is actually
Clutching my pearls,
saying
Jan.
to this
I mean,
woman,
let's lay off with Miami a little bit. Who knew you was gonna bring all this fire?
do you know, I call a spade, Edna.
You do,
And
clearly,
I
yes.
think that her and Monty, their behavior in this was very bad. And that's why I'm showing it,
Yeah.
Edna.
I
You
hear
know?
you. I mean, you're laying it out, yeah.
Yeah, I am.
And I just didn't want to let a clown up on panel.
Okay, so he's back to calling him names. The other thing was, all Monty did when Yo Mama was on his panel was call him names. That's all he did.
Tonight, I let a clown up on panel, and instead of having a discourse, and once again, we gotta define our terms if the terms have multiple meanings, which is what.
Okay, in this instance, Yo Mama was saying that he had actually put that she, Miami, had put her porn video up on a public site. Okay, that's what Yo Mama was saying. It was public porn. This moron then decides he's going to look up in Google. And of course, on Google, there's always more than one definition. So He's reading through this, and you can tell he is. You can tell his little mind is clicking over and over and over and over. Click, 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 click. How can I make your mama look really stupid? So then he comes up and he shows the definition of public porn. So then Monty decides he's now going to turn it into voyeurism, which is entirely different to what the conversation was. They were talking about somebody passing on a link from a Discord, from a public porn site. They weren't talking about voyeurism. They were talking about something completely different. But this moron thought he'd catch him out.
What I tried to do, and he was laughing about it, which he's a total clown for that, because you.
No, he was laughing about the fact that you had come up with a completely different meaning. That's what he was laughing at. So who's the clown, Monty? Who's the clown?
You really gotta define your terms so everybody is contextually correct.
Mm-hmm. And actually, I'd like to say his views are on what happened with me and Jessica as far as the adult.
Right, I'm fed up with listening to her. Right, so now we're going to move on. Now I've made that point. Chef has gone.
I think it got to look. It was too hot in the kitchen for Chef Jan.
Why? I didn't even say anything to him. Why? Why was it too hot? Why was it too hot for you, Chef? Because I was calling out Monty. Monty deserves to be called out. I'm telling you, sick to death of him. So now we're going to move over to another video. And this young lady always puts it out brilliantly. Okay, so Bridge goes over what actually happened. And I can't, there's nobody that does it better than Bridge. Bridge, if you want to come up, my darling, you can. There we go. Or anyone else who wants to come and talk, apart from Chef, who can't take the heat. Okay, right, let's get on with this. So here we've got now, Bridge is now talking about when Monty decided, when your mama was first on, he kept bringing up people that hated your mama. So firstly, he brings up Hurl. Hurl, what's an Hurl World? Hi, Bridge.
Hey.
Hello, sweetness.
Bridge.
You're gonna have to help me out because I get me knickers in a twist. But
Look, I came here to help Edna.
All right, I'll shut up for a minute then. I'll just
no.
play this. All right. I'm not coming for Edna. Right, okay. I don't know where I am now. Let's start this, okay.
I was asking questions. You didn't want to answer them.
May I speak? May I speak now? I'm sorry, Miami, but I came on here because you said you were going to answer questions.
I'm answering questions. I
don't have your email.
My email is in the description of every one of my regular.
It ain't there. It ain't there. I just checked.
Mm-hmm.
Checked a video from 2 weeks ago. I checked a video from a month ago. It's not there, Kaya. You lie.
Mm-hmm.
Another lie.
Videos.
But we're here right now. But we're here right now. So can I ask a question? Can I ask questions or no?
Bridget,
she don't want to answer questions.
I've never really had. If there's anybody that
yes or no, just yes or no,
my channel that would like to jump on here, I'm gay.
Just yes or no. I've been in your chat before. It was a while ago, so maybe you don't remember.
My community tab.
But so no.
Number 2, number 3.
So no.
Number 2, number 3, all the way up to number 11, and you didn't answer any one of the questions. You didn't want to answer them.
They're all the same.
I can't ask a question. So I can't ask a question. No.
Basically, just said that I don't deserve a second chance in my.
I never said that. Never said it. You hear what you want to hear.
Like, what the fuck have I
No,
done
we're
other than
going.
become an addict?
We're past that. Can I ask?
We're
Can I
not.
ask
That's how
questions
you
or no?
started out.
Right, Bridge, just to give me a bit
Mhm.
of a breather, can you explain who this person is? And also
Kaya?
the other people on the panel, because I forgot to do that.
So we have Marty, who is, I don't
He's
know,
the one
I
in-
don't really know anything about him.
No.
Like everybody is like afraid of him because he's like a troll. And I don't know Skinny Queen. Maybe Edna.
Mm-mm. I mean, nothing
I don't
against
know.
Skinny. I have nothing
Huh?
against Skinny Queen. I just don't ever watch her. Yeah, I just don't really know much about her. I know that she was kind of with Farida, who else? Farida. Or BBW Veronica. I feel like there was somebody else with Skinny Queen. Like they had a panel and they had, like a whole thing going for a moment. That disbanded, and then of course Miami and Bridge and Kaya. The other thing about Marty is that he's somewhat connected through Cyrex and that world through Foodie Beauty,
Mhm.
and that's how he got involved because he's been trolling Cyrex or he's been doing whatever with Cyrex. I think how Monty covers Foodie, but Marty goes in real life and he has like a whole nother level
Mhm.
to it, right? And then
Mhm.
now Marty's part of the whole Foodie Beauty verse, and he's just, I guess Marty's a messy guy, so he's enjoying the mess of girl
Mhm.
world now. And I think he touts himself as being like a bit of like a good troll, like he's going after, like he's doing bad, but against bad people. So I think his end with Kaya in the situation is with the husband pimp, former pimp, being like a pimp of a minor is like what bring like catches his eye and it makes him want to get involved somehow. I don't know how involved he's gonna get because with that whole watcher, what did he say? Sleep with one eye open and all that kind of mess. I don't know
Mhm.
what that was a lot.
Mhm.
Cause someone tells me all this on the internet, I'm telling you, I'm taking a break. It's not worth it.
There's an awful lot. There is an awful lot. And I mean, we've been on an hour now and we've only really got to the nitty gritty. But I didn't want to start with this because I wanted to have my say about Miami and also Monty. Because you have to remember, it's all well and good saying you sit on the fence. But when people are hurling insults at you and talking to you disrespectfully, which is how Monty has done to me on several occasions. On my
Mhm.
channel, I'm allowed to say exactly what I want about him. And if people don't like it, if people think I should sit on the fence, nah, I'm not your girl then. Because I
Mhm.
will always stand up for myself. And the way he has spoken to me and treated me in his live streams and in his chats, especially recently, is disgusting. And I won't put up with it.
And let me just add,
So,
so to veer off, somebody said that I came in hot and was hollering. He had been hollering the whole damn stream. So how are
yeah,
you supposed to say something when somebody is already yelling and has been yelling for the past hour?
Well, and
exactly.
like to say, you were very respectful to allow Miami, who was already up there, to get her question in
Mhm.
before you even began. I thought that was very nice of you.
It was insane. And that does show, Bridget's a better woman than I am because I probably would have come in hot. I don't,
Yeah.
because especially being on Monty's chat as well, because you never know when he's going to kick you off. So yeah, I probably would have come in hot, but I thought you did really well. And then when you said, "Oh, let Miami speak," and she went on and on and on and
Oh
on.
God.
Lord. Anyway, let's listen to how it goes.
No.
That's how you
Okay. So
started
I'm
the shit out.
okay. We're gonna start over. Can I ask questions or no?
If you can ask politely and you can ask respectfully.
And I watched Tina stream. She said she was trying to tone police me. That's exactly what she said. Because when I came on board, this bitch was cussing me out. She had been cussing the whole live stream from when she first came on because she is defensive as fuck. And that's why I say You don't need to be here. You defensive as hell. You're cussing people out. They don't know me, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Okay, they don't know you. But you've formed bonds, I thought. Fuck you, Kaya.
I'm down.
Okay, so my first actually, Miami, would you like to ask first since you came on first?
I would like to ask a question. Is my sound all right?
You're good. I can hear you right now.
Kaya, I mean, Miami didn't even need to be on this panel. She didn't know what was going on. She didn't add anything to the conversation. I'm sorry. You should have sat this one out. Hey, Ash, fuck you. Bridget is speaking with a loud tone, and it's not great for keeping conversation going. This bitch was fucking defensive as fuck. She didn't want to answer the questions. She knew what questions I had. She knew exactly what questions that I had, and she didn't want to answer them. So she got defensive and she got loud. That's what happened. Ash, kick rocks.
You've seen that. I mean, I never wanted to
I have a lot of compassion for people.
Like I didn't fucking grow up to say,
go into that.
I want to be a dancer.
I never grew up to say that I wanted to be a dancer. I wanted to be in this lifestyle. That's what she said. But people choose this life, right? Right, Kaya?
I want to be in the fucking streets. Nobody wants to live that. If I could take all this shit.
Nobody wants to live that. Your words, Kaya. Nobody wants to live that. But people choose this lifestyle, right, Kaya? That's what you said over and over again. You hypocrite.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I had a great time dancing, and I still talk to some of these women to this day. You know, they've helped me, I've helped them, and you know, I mean, we've built a bond. But nobody wants to grow up and say, you know, I want to be a dancer. Nobody plans this.
Nobody grows up to say they want to be a dancer. As far as exotic dancer, nobody grows up to say this. Your words, Kaya. But people choose this life. Why do they choose it? You hypocrite.
Grew up wanting to be a dancer.
But
I mean, again, you can't tell the truth to save your life.
I didn't want to grow up to be a dancer, but I you know, can I say, you know, was some of the best part of my life?
I'm done with you. You're a born liar, and you're gonna get it.
Oh shit, he just logged off.
But yeah, Miami. So I'll kind of give you a quick so I had a childhood.
She latches on to people that she thinks that she can blow smoke up their ass. This is what Kaya does.
With a lot of alcoholics. Now, I'm just telling my story. I'm not saying this is why I did this. I'm just telling how it happened. So I had a family that was full of alcoholics. So I watched that growing up.
And full transparency, when she was telling this whole story, I really wasn't paying attention. Like, I did not care. I was just waiting for her to finish the story, and I was waiting for Miami to shut the fuck up too, because I wanted to ask my questions.
So you had, and I want to say I'm so sorry that happened to you. You're saying it was some childhood trauma.
Happens to many people.
This is where I get pissed off, because we've all had, you know, we've all had different childhoods. Some have been lucky, some haven't. I've not been lucky. But having said that, I don't use that as an excuse for bad behavior. And this is exactly what this woman is doing. She's manipulating people, or she's trying to manipulate people because she's had such a bad life. And, you know, she saw all this going on while she was growing up, and she saw all that going on when she was growing up. Let me tell you something, Kaya. I grew up in a children's home where I didn't even get a hug as a kid. Nobody hugged me, not from a baby till I left that home at 16. I never got a hug. And you know what I do with my kids? I hug them. And I tell them I love them every single day. So don't use a traumatic childhood as an excuse for what you have chosen to do with your life. Because that's what you've done. You chose to do this. Don't blame your childhood. It really annoys me. Really does. Bridget and Edna, have you got anything to say?
No, I think you said it. Oh, sorry. I don't mean to speak for you, Bridge, but no, for me, because exactly, just because you had a hard life doesn't give it a free pass to go and do wrong or, to perpetuate those ideas. Like to keep calling this a lifestyle at this point is so aggravating to me because it's not a lifestyle, it's abuse. Like there's so many words for it, but lifestyle equates it to being gay or something like it's not okay. There's no part of pimping and and all of this that's okay. You're abusing people. It's seedy and it's like, this isn't legal sex work. This isn't, you know what I mean? Like, this isn't what we're
Right.
talking about.
Yeah. I mean, if she decided, when she was younger, that, the best way for her to earn money was to become a stripper, okay, if that's your choice, you choose to do that. It's not what my choice would be, but then, we're all different. It's not that I have a problem with. The thing I have a problem with is that she also says she was a stripper and she hustled. Can somebody please tell me what that means? What does "I was a stripper and I hustled" mean? What did she hustle?
Sounds like she's trying to exactly. It sounds like she's trying to play us, like she's not giving us the whole story, like she's trying to get a
Yeah,
pass, and it's bullshit. Because it's like, are you telling us what are we talking about, Kai? No, let me calm down. But it's like if you're gonna tell your story, you're gonna share what's going on, then do so. But if not, if you're
yeah,
gonna use cold words and all of this kind of stuff, then save it because really we don't want to hear it.
yeah.
Right.
And I think that's what's so frustrating, and I can see it in Bridget's face when she's, covering this. One of the biggest frustrations with Kaya is that she doesn't really disclose anything.
Nothing. If she
And
said we built this shit from the ground up one more time, Jan, oh my God.
but what does she build it up on?
What did she build?
What
Exactly.
she built?
It's just insane.
I'm sorry to sound very dismissive in this. Happens to many, many people.
Yeah.
Trauma. I mean, as is a lot of people who end up in situations like that made you go towards this life.
So, Kai,
I know a lot of people that this has happened to. Family members of mine that this happened to. But they've never said privately or publicly there's no victims in prostitution. Never. I've had in-depth conversations with family members that are still dealing with issues, that have their own families. Never have they said that I've chosen a lifestyle and there are no victims in a situation of prostitution. Kai is trash.
I have to say, so you talk about your childhood trauma, and you have also said that, before that, the victim in this story, she chose this lifestyle. So do you feel that you chose the lifestyle that you had?
Right, I'm just going to say au revoir to Edna because her food delivery's just arrived or is about to arrive. So,
Okay, well,
I want to say,
I'll put myself on mute and I'll let like I don't, because I can come back,
oh,
but
you
just
can
to let
still
you know,
say, all right, lovely,
yeah.
good. All right, then, we'll carry on. All right, then, darling.
Because you bring up your childhood trauma.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, I did choose the fucked up,
And let's rewind and remember what she said. She never wanted to be an alcoholic. She never wanted to do this. She didn't want to grow up and be a dancer. She said this. Those were her words.
Yep.
How did you have a choice?
It may not been a cognitive thought at the time.
Yeah, do you feel you really had a choice because of the trauma that you went through?
I should have
I don't think that anyone would, I'm sorry, I don't think that anyone would really choose this if they had an actual choice. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So I think that's why people are so upset that
and
you're
I feel
saying
like
that.
shit for saying that, and so does he. And it's
And what really irritated me about this conversation is that she always has to talk.
Yeah.
I couldn't finish a sentence. Honestly, I couldn't finish a sentence.
I wish I could take all that back. And it sucks. And now I'm dealing with the consequences. I feel like I've let everybody down. And I hate that more than anything. Fuck me.
Do you know what I find really astonishing about this is that all she's doing over and over again is apologizing to strangers on the internet.
Yep. But she also says that she is apologizing to her supporters. Those are the only people that she's apologizing to.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't she say, I just feel so ashamed of myself for being involved in that kind of life. And I'm not saying the stripping, okay? I'm not saying the stripping. What I'm saying is she was obviously involved with something other than just stripping, okay? Obviously. And that's what she's not confessing to. So instead of being totally honest and all these tears, these fake tears, who are they for? They're for her because people are finally seeing who she really is.
They're
And
sympathy tears. She wants that sympathy. If I'm crying, then people will forgive me.
yeah, absolutely. It's just ridiculous. And in this stream alone, I think she went over she read the same script over and over and over. How sorry she was to everybody, how she's let everybody down. How about you let yourself down, Missy? How about you're disgusting and you can change your ways? Change your ways.
I'll be all right. But I hate seeing everybody hurt.
Then why are you here? Because I say fuck you too. She said fuck me. I say fuck you too.
I don't want to see anybody hurt, and that was never my intention. So please, if you learned anything from that, I never meant to hurt any of you. I never wanted to drum up your fucked up childhood if you had one. I really tremendously apologize, and so does he from the bottom of our hearts.
So I know that you did. So you say you're not going anywhere. You're going to continue to be online. What do you plan on doing going forward, being online? Because one of my questions that I did ask was, you do your Foodie Beauty reactions. You judge her very harshly. She made some messed up decisions.
And I understand that. And I've not been hiding.
Couldn't finish a sentence. Couldn't even finish a question.
Exactly.
Before she interrupted.
I've been reflecting on all that. I have been setting right.
Fuck your reflection.
Fucking here. Thinking about all that. I'm not hiding. I plan on coming on maybe at the beginning of next week. I have some prior engagement.
Take more time, but the beginning of next week. Bitch, I wish you would. I wish you would.
Engagements. I do really help my grandma. Everything I've told you guys, people probably don't believe me at this point, but everything. I'm not a character. I've always been me. I am in recovery. Everything I've told you guys is me.
I got a question, Kaya.
It's raining bad. Can you guys hear me? Do you want me to shut the window?
Hear you clear.
Hi, Zena.
I got a question for you, Kaya.
Go ahead.
For Terrence, the last video he said that he was sorry for what had happened. What steps has he taken to give back to society, give back to the community? Because like I've said before, I have volunteered with lots of people that have done some really bad stuff in their past, and they always will get the remorse and try to give back somehow to the community. But what has he done?
Absolutely.
I don't want to. I've got to be careful because he has changed his life.
But has he done something to give back to the community?
Yes, but I also have to be careful that I don't want to wreck what we've built from the ground up. So he does.
That's just no wonder you're speechless there, Bridget, because that is just insane. Just listen to what she just said. It's just insane. And if anyone, if anyone believes anything that comes out of this woman's world or out of this woman's mouth, they really need to look at themselves in the mirror,
Right.
say, what kind of fool am I? Because it's so obvious. It's so obvious what she is. And in my opinion, and I know in quite a few other people's opinions, what she still is.
But at the same time, she said she was a hustler. I think this is how she hustles. She got over by double talking and avoiding questions to get over on people, to get in their good graces, to probably get money from them. She is a professional bullshitter.
Yeah.
She's a hustler.
Well, as long as she's not, involving other kids, involving kids or vulnerable people, I'm not saying it's a good way to lead your life,
Right.
blimey. But, I think there's a lot more to be found out about this person and this guy that she lives with. I think this sort of well goes very deep and it's disgusting.
A lot of stuff but our life still
All she had to say was he does a lot of volunteering for the community. That's all she had to say. But we know it's not true.
has to move on. Believe it or not, YouTube does not pay my bills. And I wasn't being mean when I said that. I wasn't trying to string you guys along like.
Yeah, it probably doesn't pay your bills, but it pays for all that Victoria's Secret and all the knickknacks and headbands and wigs and whatever the hell else you buy with it. It pays for that.
Another point I wanted to make, I don't know if you go over it, Bridge, is that I remember seeing clips of her a while ago when she was bragging about all the all the materialistic things that she had, the cars and everything, and the really sort of way over the top halls, shopping halls, and everything. Where was that money coming from? If he wasn't still involved in that, where was that coming from then? Because the story she's telling is that when they first met up in Las Vegas, that they were both as good as gold. They weren't doing anything dodgy anymore. They
Right.
were clean people. So that doesn't kind of fit with her bragging about having expensive cars and having all these, going on these shopping trips and everything. And yeah, it does seem a little bit odd to me.
Yeah, because basically she does YouTube. She doesn't have a regular 9-to-5 job. And the last time that he spoke, he said at one point that he was just like a cook. But they have all this expensive stuff, these cars, these everything. Like how? They must budget their money very well.
Yeah. And I think she's really, I don't know if she's bright enough to realize it, but I think the more she speaks, the more she lets out of the bag. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's all going to come back on her. It's all, even if she does come back, say she comes back next week, people are still going to be on her case and they're still going to want answers. And because she's, a sandwich short of a picnic, she's going to keep letting things slip. And I think she underestimates the intelligence of people that perhaps watch her, or certainly the people that are reacting to her. And she doesn't realize that all these bits aren't fitting together, Missy. You weren't just on a holiday with some random man that you happened to look after. I mean, what stupid. I mean, it's just, if I had time, I would have liked to have shown the bit that Yo Mama did on that particular bit because that was hilarious. But come on, girl, we're not stupid,
Sunday. It was just the time of frame that we had available between things he has going on in his life. So it wasn't to like build up anticipation. It was just when the schedule was clear. And I got to be careful because I know, just like, some people are,
Yes, that troll detective is a drunk woman. What will I call you, old woman? Anyway, it doesn't matter. It also it because she said he picked her up from the ground. Yes. Yes. So when? And these are the questions that people need to ask. And I know for a fact that Bridget would have asked if she had the chance. I know you would have.
Because he had just got out of prison. They met. What position was he in to pick her up? And he just got out of prison.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. And they're both on holiday in Vegas. It's like,
well, I think they were both living there at the time.
Okay. All right.
This is why it's hard to kind of explain and try to explain things, but I also have to, this is my real life.
Deflection.
I got another question after you're done.
Did she answer the question of what he actually has done to help the community?
He does I have to be careful, Bridget. I'm honestly not trying to dodge your question.
Like past things, because you met him like what, maybe 15, 20 years ago, whenever it was. Like, what are some past things that he's done to help the community?
We help out at different churches. I don't want to wreck. I don't want to sound like I'm tiptoeing around this, but I also.
You're absolutely tiptoeing.
Yeah.
And deflecting. And not answering the question.
I know that I don't want to wreck anybody's shit along the way, meaning things we may help, things we may do, charitable things, events.
15 years you've known this dude. Practically 15 years. 12. Name one thing that he did 12 years ago when you met him that helped the community. One thing.
Helping feed the.
Because pretty soon I'm going to feed you information. I'm going to spoon feed you like a baby. Spoon feed you like a baby.
Homeless, things like that. I don't want to involve anybody else with our bullshit.
So he's done community service?
Not like made by, like we choose.
No, I'm just
zoom from the airplane. There you go, Kaya. There you go. Spoon feeding you information.
Because I've done
yes, he does things and we do things together. And
so basically, because my whole thing is, I think there's a lot of backlash from how you first came on the scene. Nobody knew as far as answering to this, and nobody was coming at you at the time. People were there getting information, and at that time, you were saying like there's a whole lot to the story. There's no victim, and that was the initial entrance into all of this for us. So that can't be taken back now. It can't be taken back, and people are hanging on to it. I'm hanging on to it. So my question is, I know that YouTube was fun for you. You got on, you did your foodie beauty thing. I have been in your chats. I have back in the past.
I apologize.
I
had never seen you. I do apologize.
Before I had a channel and stuff like that, but I know you don't remember. But
you guys, it is raining pretty hard. So if I start to, I'm not trying to leave y'all. If it starts, I've seen it buffed once, but it is pouring.
So at this time right now, obviously YouTube is not fun for you. You said you're not going anywhere. People are still going to be on your ass.
I understand that. I understand that. And I don't know. I feel like I mean, obviously I fucked up. Like, I acted in fucking a complete asshole. I said some things that I know some people would never, ever fuck with me ever again. And I guess that's the bed. And now I've got to lay in it. But I do tremendously apologize to each and every one of you. And if you never.
It's your bed and you have to lay in it. Keep laying. Lay low. Lay low.
Fuck with me ever again. I understand that. But I really never ever wanted to hurt any of you. Please just know that.
I mean, who's she apologizing here to? Who's she apologizing to? All these poor young girls who they may have been runaways. They may have, and then this big dude comes up to them and said, "Oh, I know where you can earn some money. Oh, and my missus, she's a nice woman." And then before this poor girl knows it, she's a bloody prostitute. We all know how it works. We know how it works. So maybe
I think Kaya's rebuttal to that would be that the girl was a prostitute prior to meeting him.
Yeah. Like that's of any relevance.
Yeah.
That's of no relevance, because what that means is if the girl was 17, say she was 17 and she was already a prostitute, when did that poor girl start? You know?
Right. Right.
And where is she going to end up? Is she going to end up in a ditch? Because I know a lot of prostitutes get killed.
Yeah, because I don't know if we went over it already, but later on she says the girl has a family and a husband and kids, and I'm just like, how do you know that? Like, how do you know?
Yeah. Gia says they weren't together at the time. Gia met him a year after he was out, I think. That's a story that she's giving. But when we're trying to piece the pieces together, Gia, it's not really fitting. It's not fitting, because she's saying they met like a year after he came out of jail, right? Was she still addicted then?
Yeah, she was. She said she was.
Right. So when she was in Las Vegas, they were living there. They were both living there then. Okay. Okay. I still think these pieces aren't fitting together.
Right.
That
Yeah.
was
So
never.
Sorry, Bridge.
No, I was saying I was agreeing. Like it's not adding up.
No, it's not. And I think the more she speaks, the more it's not going to add up. I don't know if you like doing jigsaw puzzles. I love doing jigsaw puzzles. And like the boring bit, like when you say do the blue sky, and keep trying to fit this one piece in, even though it's not going to fit in. And, your mind is saying it doesn't fit in there, Jan, but you're still trying to force that in. It's like, at the end of the day, that's a false bit. That's never going to finish your puzzle for you. And I think that analogy suits this situation, because the picture that Kaya is painting is not the true story. And there are some bits that just do not go into the space that she wants to put them in. Oh, let's see what Zena said. She said before on her stream she's known him years prior. Exactly. So they didn't just meet in Las Vegas, but they always ended up crossing paths and then decided to get together. Exactly, Zena. Did you know that, Bridge?
I did not.
Yeah, I'd heard that as well. How old would Kai would have been during all this? He was 28, and I think she is younger than him. I don't know.
Because I think that right now she's like in her early 40s, maybe. So she was probably in her. Yeah, she's probably in her early 20s during that time.
Your mama said. We know. That is the biggest mistake. That was
I'm not familiar with Miami. I've seen clips over here and there. I didn't know.
My God. It was I was thinking, shut up, Miami. But no, she was just going on and on and on. So
if you don't ever see me ever again, know that was never my intentions to hurt you guys. Please just know that. If you don't.
Okay, so she's saying she's sorry that she hurt these guys. How did she hurt them? I must be missing something here.
She talks about how she brings up everybody else's past trauma, because people said the story has affected them. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's a whole load of bullshit. Because I mean, I don't know about you, Bridge, but as I've said, I've had trauma. I've had loads of blood trauma as a child and also as an adult. But I'm not going to look to somebody like this,
right,
to make me feel better. It's
see me ever again. Take that.
Then Marty will just go ahead and do what he always does.
You know
though,
what?
which
Then I'll
is
set in this
back-
motherfucker like I am now, night and day, like I have been for the fucking last 3 weeks. I'll set in this bitch night and day like I have been already.
Why put yourself through this though? I mean,
People been coming at me for the last 3 weeks. I mean, what the fuck is any different?
because
if
you
I
had
can
fun
help-
before.
But
I'm
Kaya,
sorry, what'd
you're
you say?
saying you're saying certain things about your man you want to keep private and stuff. Like when Marty said for you to log off, there's gonna be people who are gonna be digging that up.
Cool. But I'm not the type of motherfucker. See, I'm me, and I've been on this bitch the same motherfucker that I am now. But how would you feel?
You see, I'm laughing. The reason why I'm laughing is because Kaya is weak. She is weak. She's trying to give the appearance that she is strong. You're weak. You need to log off. And she doesn't want anybody to run her off the internet. It's done. You've been on it for 10 years. At some time, it's going to come to an end, and your time is done. She hasn't accepted that yet.
If somebody came on and said, yo, Skinny, you log off. Yo, Miami. Yo, Bridget.
Yeah.
Yo, Monty. They don't even fucking know you. I am.
People tell me log off every day. They don't know me.
Mhm.
She was making more money than me, but at the same time, I'm gonna say what I have to say. If she gonna say what she has to say, then do it and stop pretending like you're gonna come back. Just do it. This affects her. I'm not up at night crying over this shit or crying over what people have to say about me or crying about the lies and the speculation and all this shit. She is. Fuck y'all.
Can I just say, Edna's back. She's got her shopping back. You all right, Edna?
I'm gonna say that Kaya saying I'm not a weak ass bitch, that sounds like something somebody has told her. And I'm sorry, it sounds a little manipulative if you ask me.
Yeah.
Manipulative in what way? What do you mean?
Like it's trying to build her up, like you're not weak, you can do this. Like it's trying to make her, like it's trying to build her up to do something that she doesn't truly want to do within herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, she does come across as being really angry and obstinate. But is that because is that fake, or is it that she truly believes she's being treated badly?
I think she just got a ghetto mentality. That's just the ghetto mentality in her, growing up living in the streets and trying to be hard. Like, you're not gonna get me. I'm gonna get you before you get me.
Yeah. I agree.
Straight
But
up.
my whole thing is it may not be okay. I don't know this Marty dude. I don't know what he does. Yeah,
what,
yeah.
What are we gonna do? Let's. I mean, what?
Okay,
Is somebody gonna
okay.
come here and kill me because then they got their blood, the blood on their hands?
Let's move past that because I don't know this Marty dude. I don't know what he does. Whatever. But at the same.
See that they.
Listen, I think I need to sort of advise a little bit of style. Okay. Okay, listen. You come on camera looking good, all right? We don't need to see lils. Put the lils away. We don't need to see these bloody great big
I was like, what are lils? What are lils?
We call them lils.
We need a
when I call them
we
lils.
need a American and versus the British part 2.
We do. Yeah, as Zena says, she has enough milk. I mean, look at them hanging there like a bloody, like a cow's udders, and it's very distracting. And I'm not gay, you know. I'm a
It is
heterosexual
distracting,
woman,
yeah.
but I
They
can't.
said that's why
The way she was adjusting herself, yeah.
she
I
needs a
know.
supportive bra. She needs a more supportive
Exactly.
bra.
Do they not
Well,
have
you know what? She's
underwire
comfortable.
bras
She's
in
at
America?
home. This was late at night. She wasn't
True,
probably
true.
expecting to jump up. Yeah.
But Edna, Monty asked her if she wanted to turn her camera off before he put her on, and she
He
chose
sure
not
did.
to turn her camera off.
He made sure to give her that option. You are right.
Uh-huh.
He was like, "Hold
Yeah,
on, girl. You ready? You sure?"
yeah. It's the same as if somebody comes up and I can see, in the green room that they haven't got, that they haven't switched off the camera. I'll always say to them,
Right.
right, okay, you want to take your camera off? You just, because some people don't realize. Me, I keep my camera off all the time. Who wants to look at this?
Oh, okay. Jen, you are rocking that red hair. I like
I
it.
love it. I haven't had it for a while, but I haven't worn it for a while. But I thought, you know what? Drama Friday. Why not? It's better than looking at others.
Absolutely.
Nobody's gonna. I'm gonna defend myself regardless. Even before T came along, ask Miami about food. Man, Kaya been living this life way before T came along.
But one of my questions that I did
Kaya
want to
been
ask.
living in the trenches way before T came along. Imagine, I'm saying, Bridget, like, are you not going to defend you and your household? Fuck
I hear
T.
you.
Whatever T ain't got, T can be out this bitch, be in this bitch regardless. You feel me?
But my whole thing
Kaya
is,
been
okay,
doing Kaya before
Kaya.
T came along. I'm sorry, Bridget. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So let's just say everything's cool. Nobody's being threatened. Nothing's gonna happen.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm gonna defend me and my dogs. That's
how
without Terrence.
How are you going to move forward with your channel? Because like I was saying before,
I don't know, to be honest, but I do want to apologize. I don't know. I've never been in this situation. I don't know how to feel from the next hour to the next day. 1 minute I'm fucking fine. 1 minute I'm not fine. I really let y'all down, and I fucking hurt for that. I'm gonna be okay. Know that. But I fucked up, and I'm sorry.
Nobody really cares.
Jen, what do you think? Do you have any advice for Kaya at this point? Because you've given me some advice in our private chats that I really appreciated. And at this point, I feel like, Kaya can use a word of encouragement or advice. Do you have any for her?
Oh, wait, hold before you answer, Jan, because during this whole time, I was trying to soft talk her into giving up the YouTube channel.
I
Like, what are you
know.
gonna do? You don't have a plan. Just trying to soft talk her into it.
She wasn't going for it. She is absolutely like heels in the ground, not wanting to give up YouTube. And I'm not saying that she has to give it up because I mean she has built a channel. Like for take it how you will, I watched Kaya and I enjoyed her content and what she gave to the community. But at the same time, you can't just gloss over this whole situation, and especially the way it's been handled has not been the best.
Yeah.
So going forward, do you see a path forward for her?
Personally, I mean, I'm very blunt, so I could very easily just say no, just, log off, forget it, If I was to give her any advice as an old lady, older, wiser lady, what I would say to her is to just be honest. Forget the bullshit. Okay? Don't because the problem
I
is
think
if
the
she
problem is she can't be honest. She's so wrapped up in this language and this quote unquote lifestyle that I don't think she understands because she was a child. You have drug use and how that might stunt your brain and development and things from a young age. Where I think she has it set in her mind that this isn't like her trauma isn't the trauma that we see. It's wrapped up in a different kind of package. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I do.
One reviewer that I was watching yesterday, Tina, she was talking about she needs to go into like I don't know, like rehab community, people, former drug users, for people.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think that would be the best for her since she was
That's
in
a
that
good
lifestyle.
idea. Yeah.
But she would still have to be honest with everybody and disclose all that information.
I think that's where she'll learn where the true honesty comes from. Because this whole, I'm not a weak bitch and, I gotta protect my household, that whole mentality, I think that's very much still part of the lifestyle. And
Yep.
that's not gonna serve her the way that she thinks it is,
I mean, maybe maybe she's totally dependent on this guy and they do live a comfortable life because of what he's done in the past or what what he's still doing. We don't know. But that, I understand there are going to be people out there that do understand that sort of way of life. I don't understand it. So it's very
Right.
hard for me to give advice you know, to somebody who leads a totally different type
Uh-huh.
of life than I lead, especially when they're coming across as being very, very snidey with it, shady with it.
Mhm.
Be honest.
Right.
You know, I'm a very honest person, and I think people should be much more honest, and it's so obvious. It doesn't matter if she sits there crying a river, you know, if
Mhm.
she's not being honest, people will see through that.
Yep.
So I think my advice to her would be just be honest. Take a break, take a long break, and I don't mean like
Mhm.
24 hours. Take a long break, come back doing something completely different. And all
Yep.
the people, you know, you have to build a completely new audience.
Mhm.
And
She needs to find a new coping mechanism or a new support system for the time being, because YouTube isn't going to serve the same purpose. So she needs to find a replacement for that, or for YouTube,
Yeah.
before she's able to step away from YouTube. Because I think she, like Brit said, she needs to grieve the loss of YouTube. And I think she's still working through those emotions. And I don't blame
Mhm.
her. Like, YouTube is, it's just a hobby. It's just, kind of entertainment for me. But I still would be super, like, my feelings was hurt when the whole timber situation came down for
Mhm.
whatever it was, just because it's like it changed the dynamic of how I had to interact online. And I get
Right.
how this is completely rocking Kaya's world. But
Yeah,
at
because
the
you've been
same
10
time,
years.
y-
You've been doing it
yeah.
for 10 years. Uh-huh.
yeah, okay, we're just going to play a little bit more and then we're going to head
If you want
off.
to be okay or not. Nobody. Maybe the 20 people that are still in your corner, but nobody cares.
Are you doing any counseling? Have you done any counseling in
Yes,
the
I
past?
went to counseling yesterday.
Mhm.
I went to counseling. I told my counselor everything that went down. She's like, "Holy fuck!" I was like, "She tell me about it."
Did your
Really?
counselor advise you to
Is that how
log
the
off for a
counsellors
while?
speak over
Not a week,
there?
not a month, like a long time to get yourself together.
I mean, I'm gonna be good regardless. I'm not gonna like pussy off though and like not apologize to y'all. That's
She wants to give the appearance that she's hard, that she's tough. But clearly this is getting to her.
not an option. If I don't come back tomorrow, whatever. But I know that I owed it to those that cared about me, that maybe still do, or even if they don't, I was like, I owe them this. I owe it to them. That
We
was
know
never
that
my intentions.
We know that Terrence said that he cares about you. He's also said that he doesn't give a hell about any of us. What has he said about this whole internet thing? Because it's breaking you up.
He does. He does care. And like I said, I mean, we fucked up. Like, I never been through this. And I mean, imagine, I don't want to say put yourself in my shoes, but when somebody sees you put your blood, sweat, tears, I mean, I don't
Blood, sweat, and tears into YouTube.
Was there a domestic charge between you and Terrence when you first got together?
There was a domestic charge. I got a disorderly conduct. I think I might have told this story, but I never really told who the story was about. But it was Halloween a couple years ago, and I think I told the story about me.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done listening to that. She just does my head in. But I
Yeah.
wanted to play that for Bridget, really, just so that you can all see what a good job Bridget does. The problem is there's so many people that have done it, gone over it and over it. So I didn't want to have that as the whole of drama. What day is it? Friday?
I think the only thing I would add is I know it's a little hot for Chef, but just to go back to thanking Chef for coming through. But when he said when he kind of played into pointing out how she played, how her sound was going out, and she would muted herself, and like when that hot question came through about the domestic violence, so she didn't have to answer it. I thought that was pretty good, because we didn't catch that when it was happening. We thought it was just a storm or whatever. And when he pointed it out, I'm like, you know what? Maybe she was playing us with the mute so that she could have to leave and come back and really play that question.
That was part of her
Agreed.
deflection. Yeah,
Mhm.
Chef did a pretty good reaction on his channel too
Did
to
he?
this. Yeah, he had like a lot of different perspectives, and he caught things. He talked about her crying and how it was fake and why it was fake, and he talked about the when she went mute and didn't want to answer the question.
Yeah, that's always a telltale sign, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, girls. So I want to say thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Jan. Thank you, Bridget.
Thank
Absolute
you.
stars as usual. It's always lovely to have you on, and thank you so much for everybody. It looks like you've got a fan in here, Bridge. Who's this?
Yeah, he's my number one fan.
Oh
No.
nice. What's that? Okay, we're gonna go. Guys, you have a fantastic weekend. Thank you, girls, for coming on, and everyone in the chat and everybody in the replay. I hope you enjoyed tonight's Drama Friday, and you take care of yourselves out there because it's a rotten old world. And yeah, have fun. That's it. I forgot what I was going to say. All right, take care. Bye bye.